Hi, welcome back to the channel, Shop Titans. The King Caprice event has happened. I mean, really fun. The first time playing this. So, really want to share with you the joy of playing this crafting event. As you can see here, this is the introduction, which the King mentioned that he wants us to be keep on crafting and crafting. So, the first one is fine because I do have that blueprint. So, I just managed to quickly craft and enjoy all the benefits of it. Alright, so of course, as you can see here, I really upgraded some beans and as well at the same time. I've put out all my beans as mentioned in the previous video. The beans are really important right now because it's a crafting event, not so much of the display racks. If you could, you can put out more of the beans, but I put up a balance because I need that energy, right? And the energy to be stored so they can do discounting and expedite crafting. So I put a balance. I'll see how it works out. This is just a start. Right, so I just started with 476 points. Let's see how much we gain after that. Okay, so very busy event. Everybody are busy crafting. We got this free 5 tokens from the antique shop, which I'm really happy with because eventually you can change some good blueprints, I hoped. And currently I don't have that helmet, so I was initially wondering how does it work because I don't have this helmet. Then I realized from a friend who actually shared with me that actually this helmet of course it gives you double the points, but those on the right side, which there are 3 other items that the king wanted, give you points as well, just that it's not double. Right, so do not give up if it's not the item that you couldn't craft. So if you could craft, it's double. If not can craft those on the right hand side, actually give you points as well. So no real issue, I must say. So it's a busy event and we need a lot of that tokens, and I'm very happy I managed to sell the luxurious item I mentioned in the previous video, which I bought using cash, which is I think 12 million, and we managed to sell them for a good number of gems. So you can see my gems have now increased to 160 gems, so I'm really happy with that. And this is something what we call the cash converter. You either convert your cash to gems or to gems back to cash. So that's how you work out. I'm just giving you an example and a trial. I'm not into it right now, but if I want, maybe I'm going to make a separate video on that, like how much one gem is worth, and then how to use that as a benchmark and then hunt for good deals of people selling things in the common market, assuming 10 not say 10, assuming 3 similar items people are selling for cash as well as gems. Then you do a calculation, then you realize that actually it's worthwhile to buy using cash, and then you convert and you get the gems in return, as long as you sell down by cutting throat by 1 gem from a competitor. You're able to do so. Alright, so I managed to increase my points slightly, as you can see there. Alright, so these are the things we need to craft. You can see armor, crossbow, helmets as well, although not the helmet that we're talking about, the highlighted one. We don't have that, right? And I think something to share. I did realize that the higher tiered items, the higher quality items, of course, give you higher value. This, I believe, it has an impact on those points, because I tried to craft those tier 1 items and I tried to craft those higher tiers items. The points in returns are different, and of course the higher quality ones give me more and the lower quality ones give me less. So that's a good indicator that both quality and tier has an effect on that point system. These are some of the blueprints you can buy, which is sufficient of those tokens, which I hope you can collect daily basis, and then after a period of a few days you should be able to claim 1 or 2 blueprints, hopefully. So this is really a fun event, I must say. So much better than Tower of Titans or even Lost City of Gold if you compare the 2 other events. This is the first time we're playing this, and of course this addition to actually changed the look. Autumn collection. Oh, Autumn collection reminds me of my friend. Yeah. Okay. it's really a friend and a teacher in this YouTube channel. You can always see the comments that the friend put. So I also bought this strange little mushroom there, so just for fun of it. Okay, so alright, break the piggy bank and see. Wow, okay. So we got 400 or 1,000 right now. He was wondering where are all the millions of dollars I invested, right? I invested into the town hall, as well as some other buildings. Why? My guild boss asked me to do so. That's one. Another thing is you should choose a building that you didn't invest a lot in, which means that you are the you are the bottom rung of the investor. So go and hunt for the building which you didn't invest a lot. Quickly go and use your money and go and invest in that, so as to generate the highest number of tokens. What tokens are we thinking about? The highest number of tokens, which you can then change for resources, because this is a resource intensive crafting event. So that's what I meant. Go and invest all your money into the building that you have, being the lowest investor. But be smart about this. Try not to throw your whole fortune into one building, because otherwise you'll be wasting. You try and error. I mean, there'll be some buildings that you didn't invest much in. So you go to those buildings and then you invest probably a quarter of your fortune, and then or you're going to measure how many tokens you can get in return. Of course, you can try and error with a few buildings, then you invest in multiple buildings. That's one way. Or eventually, if you have already invested really a lot, means you're a great investor, then you choose the one that you have the least investment in, and you throw your whole fortune in, right? So it depends on your investment. I can't give you a true answer, but this is the way to do it. So one way is really you go through the list of buildings, do a compilation of the tokens each building will give you if you throw in, assuming 10 million each or something like that. Then eventually from 50 million from 5 buildings, how many tokens do you get in return? Vis-a-vis throwing 50 million into the one that you invested the least, how many tokens do you get? And then you invest in appropriately, right? Whichever gives you the highest number of tokens in consolidation, you do that. So if that one building, 50 million throw into it, grants you larger number of tokens than simultaneous investment into 5 buildings, then of course you do that one building, right? So that's what I meant. Okay, go check it out in the town, and then you should know best which building investment grants you the highest number of tokens. With that number of tokens, you see there I got 39 right now. Then you can go through your crafting motion, and then when your resources are down, utilize all the tokens to so-called put your resources back to the brim of the bucket, which is a resource bin. And with that, go and continue this crafting non-stop, because this is a non-stop event. I don't know how people will take it. Would they need to sleep, or would they need to have their meals? Because it's a non-stop crafting event. I don't know when to stop. Does it mean that once you run out of stock, your resources, you stopped? And that is only provided if you couldn't bring that resources back alive up to the brim of the bucket or the bin with your tokens, which means that the game refused to accept your tokens anymore. Then you stop, probably, I think. So that would be the case for, I think, for most people. So it's really an addictive event, I must say. So much more than the Tower of Titans, which is the least attractive, because you can't climb anymore after a certain level. And the other one is the Lost of City of Gold, which again impedes your progress by the lag time, the time needed for the heroes to sleep, to go and fight the monsters, and the time for them to come back. So these are all the lead time. But this event is totally different. There is no lead time. There is only one time, which is the time you're going to chase to make sure you craft the fastest possible way, so that you can craft all the items before the time runs out. And this is something that is I don't know, it's a bit of bipolar to me. one way, 2 legs, nothing much to do. In the Tower of Titans, you can't climb anymore, you gotta end the game prematurely. Or interim, it'll be the Lost of City of Gold. You can progress, but you gotta wait because for the heroes to come back to sleep and whatnot. And this one, you can't stop. So, what is the developer trying to do? Trying to kill us or what? I don't know. But I must say, this is the best event ever played in Shop Titans, and it brings back all the sparks and all the fun in playing Shop Titans. And now I can't really stop. Really, I think go and enjoy this event to the max. This is really fun, and I'm just trying my best to contribute back as a contributing member, and I'm hope to contribute towards the guild's ranking. I'm now at the bottom rung, and through my continuous hard work for the past probably 20 minutes, I'm able to climb probably a few steps, but I will continue. Alright, so I'll see you shortly. Goodbye.